Thank you, Cathaoirleach, and thank you for, it's an honour to address the House in the other chamber's house, or the other house's chamber even, so it is, thank you for being here. It is comforting actually to see my fellow senators here and the Oireachtas members and staff wearing their masks at this crucial stage of the COVID crisis. It's a crisis that nobody needs reminding has gripped our country since the middle of March and has wreaked havoc on our day-to-day lives. It has shut down our schools and businesses, impacted jobs and livelihoods, and sadly for some has cost many people their lives. At the beginning of this crisis, there was a collective community-based approach, very much was evident, a very strong sense that we were all in it together. People went out of their way to support one another. My colleague, Senator Roisin Garvey, was actually filmed by RTE, I think, delivering groceries and water to people who were cocooning. So there was this great sense of pulling together. And, you know, there are many great examples from up and down the country. During the lockdown itself, I think many of us saw and noticed many things we had not noticed before. We had people tending old graves, for example. We had people rejuvenating their gardens, doing a bit of DIY around the house. More people walked and cycled, and many of us actually got out into nature and observed it with fresh, appreciative eyes. So I think that was something positive that came from the lockdown. However, despite our best efforts, we have seen an increase in cases over the past number of weeks. Perhaps an element of complacency has set in, and we have perhaps relaxed our vigilance. And so then the virus still grips us. So I feel we really need to reignite that community spirit that kept us going at the start so well, that connected and made us attentive to what we needed to do. So at the moment, that still means adhering to the public health advice. We need to heed the advice of government in relation to foreign travel. We need to contact our GPs if we are feeling unwell. And we also perhaps need to download the COVID tracker. There's quite a few on there. I think the more on that COVID tracker app, the better. But we simply must do it, and we must pull together to do this. We also need to reignite that sense of mettle that was so prevalent in the early days. So, for example, we can support our local charities, many of which have been are without their usual mechanisms for fundraising. We can support, and we should be supporting, Irish businesses. We can buy local food, we can buy local arts and crafts, and I suppose most importantly, we should be holidaying at home this year. Whether this is an excursion along the Wild Atlantic Way, or a day trip to the Slieve Blooms, or indeed a trip around one of our many wonderful towns and cities, we need to be that tourist this year, we need to be that local customer, and we need to ask everyone to stay at home this summer, because we are all still in this together. Thank you.
Thank you.